Afternoon baseball now on a fine Sunday from Kauffman Stadium in Kansas City. Today, the finale of this three-game weekend series between the Chicago White Sox and the Kansas City Royals. It's Royals baseball coming up next. And look there at the starting pitcher charged with facing these guys, as his numbers are on your screen.
Leading off the afternoon for the White Sox.
Underway now in the Sunday finale as the first pitch is swung on and missed for strike one. These Royals, Harold Reynolds, entering play here this afternoon. They came up a little short last time out, but they've still been one of the hotter teams around, winning 8 of their last 10 ball games.
Matt, they're on one of those hot streaks. I mean, everything is going right for them. They're playing great baseball right now. I mean, timely hitting, the bullpen's coming through. It looks like they're rested. They're doing the things they need to do to really be a winning club right now.
Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. Dan Plesac, who are you focused on?
Well, you better look out for Lucas Duda. He's such a consistent performer this year, and coming in, he's right up there in the American League leaders in hitting. I love watching this guy play, and I hope he puts on a show today.
He's clearly looking to hit off the fastball and adjust. That's a pretty good swing after seeing 2 fastballs now in a row.
Swing and a miss on the fastball that time, out number 2. Digging in, Lucas Duda, as he begins this one as the 4th leading hitter in the American League. And the 34-year-old veteran looks at a called strike. It's 0-1. Takes a look at a fastball down the middle for strike number 2. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. So striding in, Danny Ashburn. First shot for him here. 2 hits and 5 trips a night ago. Well, I think his eyes lit up when he saw that pitch coming up at his eye level.
Oh, you think? If you've got good fastball like he does, that location can be really effective. It looks so tempting to the hitter, but making contact on that pitch can be very tough.
There to take it is Belt for the first out.
All right, here's how the Royals are lined up defensively, brought to you by Majestic. And today's starter leads the American League in strikeouts. He is filthy, nasty, I mean, excellent stuff. So you got to concentrate, because it can lull you to sleep as a defender, because you think they're never going to put the bat on the ball.
Digging in, Henry Almanzar, hitting right at the 1-for-4 pace with a .250 batting average for the season.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Into the windup and the pitch. A fastball, and he swings through it to fall behind. Now the pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
So he punches him out looking at the fastball. Henry Almanzar is sent packing for out number 2 in the inning. In there for strike 1. The windup and the 0-1. Here's a high pop-up.
Mine.
Mondesi will put this one away, and the side is retired.
Here we go, guys.
So coming to the plate, Rusney Castillo, 7-8-9, bottom of the order, set to go here in the 3rd. Watches a fastball right there for strike 1. Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Bounce to first. Belt has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. Stepping in, Matt Dendecker. He did not play last night, but clearly back in the starting 9 for this one. Swung on and missed for the first strike. And then that's a pretty good example of why he's such a great pitcher.
Yeah, stuff. Stuff is obviously the important key to being dominant on the mound, but it doesn't mean a whole lot if you don't have outstanding control to go along with it. But he does, and he really spotted that pitch.
So he ran the fastball by him for the punch-out. Matt Dendecker goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Matt Davidson is in with 2 away here as this one swung on and missed for the first strike. Lays off the slider, and it's 1-1. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. Swing and a miss. Blew the fastball right by him, and the inning is over. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tim Anderson. He'll try to get it going here to begin the fourth.
Anderson.
Man, I tell you what, I love how he's pitching right now. He has continued to pound that first pitch for strikes. When you do that, you set yourself up for great success.
And he'll step on first himself for the out. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Oh, and look what I found out there on the mound. And he'll just flip this on to first for the second out of the inning. Here's Lucas Duda now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one.
Designated hitter.
And this is fouled straight back.
Duda.
In there, and he's in control 0-2 now.
Got 2 down, fellas.
Looking to punch him out again. The pitch lays off that time, and it's 1-2.
Guys, let's go.
Ready to deliver the 1-2. And he struck him out, his 7th of the ball game, and that ends the inning. 1-2. Striding in once again, Danny Ashburn. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2.
The lineup top to bottom looks like they have no approach or game plan whatsoever. It's like they're deciding to swing before the pitch is even coming out of the pitcher's hand.
So it was a strikeout looking there. Danny Ashburn goes down for the first out in the 5th inning. This one's blooped out toward right center field.
I got it.
Making the play here is Harrison, and there are 2 away now. Digging in to try it again, Tommy La Stella comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Tommy La Stella.
The windup and the 0-1. And that one right down Main Street. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. Now a swing and a fly ball. But no chance to run it down. It's a foul ball. The next 0-2 misses, and that'll move it to 1-2 now. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Back up the middle, and the White Sox have their first hit of the game.
Hey, Matt, it's fun to watch good pitching. Don't get me wrong, but, man, I want to see some offense. I'm a hitter. I like runs scored. 5th inning, about time they got a hit.
Standing in now, Rusney Castillo.
Now batting.
And he gets a piece here as this ball is fouled away.
Castillo.
The 0-1 pitch. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw
And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. A man left for the White Sox. They still trail 1-0. Ready for another chance? Matt Dendecker. He'll start things out in their half of the 6th as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. 1 hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Digging in for his second at-bat, Matt Davidson. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And now that Royals bullpen will get busy as we see both the southpaw and a right-hander get loose. A swing and a miss just out in front of that fastball. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Way in front of that fastball.
This is the time in the game you start thinking, hey, they might get better swings. Then you see a swing like that. Boy, he's still got it working.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Davidson goes down for out number 2 in the top half.
Here we go right now, fellas.
Into the windup and the pitch. Tim Anderson is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1.
2 down.
Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. In order to go the White. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yoan Moncada. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Oh, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
And he'll just get a piece here as this is chopped foul at home plate. Goes the other way with it as this is in the air down the line in left.
Ball, that's mine.
And that's going to be a base hit. So the possible tying run is aboard here to start the seventh.
Now that's a big base hit. Late in the game, you're down one. You got the leadoff guy on now. The rest of the way, it'll be interesting to me. How are they going to manufacture? Will they bunt him over to move him into scoring position? Will they hit a gapper? Let's see how they score this run. If they can possibly push him forward.
Action in that KC pen now as a right-hander's begun to loosen up.
Hey, let it go. It's out. It's out.
Working for the punch out and the offering. And he couldn't get him to chase the 0-2 fastball. It's 1-2.
You know, that almost works like a pitch out there. Maybe you get the guy to chase out of the zone, but at the very least, it gives the catcher something good to throw if the man on first is on the move.
So it was a swinging strike three. Lucas Duda goes down for the first out in the seventh inning. Danny Ashburn stands in as he looks at a called strike. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control 0-2. Thought about it, but he holds up on the knuckle curve 1-2. Fouled back. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game.
That's a big strikeout there with the tying run over at first base. Now, with 2 outs, it becomes a lot more difficult to manufacture that guy home. Probably need a ball in the gap to give him a chance.
And that's swung on and fouled straight back.
Boy, he's been great in this one. He's only 1 strike away from putting another 0 on the scoreboard.
That's probably not what he wants to do with 2 strikes right there with the fastball. He is fortunate he just fouled it off.
Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2. And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now in the... Here's Tommy La Stella now. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. And this is fouled back and out of play. A windup and the 0-1. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Can't say he's tickling around the zone. Those last 2 pitches were pretty much grooved right down the middle, but it didn't bite him.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The numbers coming in. He's at 255, 9 homers, and an even 20 RBIs.
Aggressive swings out of him to start this at bat, but he hasn't been able to put the ball in play. Time to use that aggressiveness and make him chase now.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Matt Carpenter goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Matt Dendecker is in with 2 away now as he looks at a called strike 1.
Well, he fouls off that fastball right there, and you wonder, does he love his fastball enough?
Got him looking, and that'll do it. The inning is over. Now to the plate, Matt Davidson. Been a strikeout victim twice in this one. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a cold strike. And he misses with it 1-1. 1-2.
Now that's a good curveball. That's the old 12 to 6 from midnight to 6 a.m. and he's doing it all day.
And he lays off a pitch outside as they draw even at 2-2. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway. And that'll bring up the shortstop, Tim Anderson. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1.
I like that they went away with that pitch right there. They really tried to tie him up on that previous pitch, so he was probably what we call inside conscious. He didn't get a strike there, but I'm guessing he was looking for another ball in.
Soler is over, and he puts it away in foul ground for the second out. Next to bat will be the Cuban import, Yohan Moncada. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And now this crowd announced at around 33,000 come to their feet. This is popped up. Mondesi on the move, and he tracks it down. And this ball game is over.
Yeah, they could only manage 2 hits against him the entire game, so they were never really in a position to even challenge him. Rock solid win and a memorable
A coach acknowledges a pitcher on his recent spree of strikeouts. He's on a torrid pace. They'll see if he can keep it up.